Let's go.
Newcastle Hunter Rugby League. Unfortunately, a lot of the scores weren't up. Only the scores were provided, not try scores and stuff. So I haven't been able to get hold of a lot of this info this week, which is a little bit disappointing. Your boys, mate, Belly South Rabbitohs headed down to Cardiff on Saturday afternoon and got a 40-12 win there. Fingal Bay, they knocked off Raymond Terrace in the derby 30-24. Katara were the upset of the round. They knocked off Dora Creek at Dora Creek 12-10.
Did we pick that?
No, you did not. You went with Dora Creek, mate. So, and Shortland boosted by Tamana Tahu and Chad Redman, as we've tipped on the show a couple of weeks. He played his first game out there. And they beat Stockton 26-24.
Cracker.
Des and Daniel Bow taking the field along with the Tupou boys there. So that was an absolute top of the table cracker, and see Shorty jump up into first.
Well, that's a good account of themselves considering the cattle they've got over there at Shortland, mate. So
yeah, mate, there's no lacking of firepower over at Stockton either.
Early grand final prediction there.
Yeah, mate, she's an open one, and there's some cracking games this week after those results that are going to be very crucial. And start off Shortland at host Cardiff, so that's first versus last. I think Shortland should win that one pretty comfortably. Set the early game Saturday 2:30 at Tuxford Park, mate. You know, back the Devils or the Cobras there, mate.
Shorty Devils all the way, mate.
Shorty Devils all the way, mate. I love it. Your boys as well, Katara Bears, mate. They host Fingal. Fingal make the road trip down to Hudson Park Saturday 3:00. Kent Katara, I mean, they've been a bit up and down. They knocked off Stockton the other week, then they lost like the week before, and then they had a win over Dora Creek. They're not killing the giant killers, mate.
So a bit like Maitland Blacks in the rugby, but they play well against the good teams and not so well against the teams they should beat.
Oh, I don't know if you could say that after last week, but we'll get to that in a bit, mate.
Yeah, mate, I'm going to go Murray's men again, mate, the Bears.
Yeah, that'll be a crucial game, mate, because that could get Katara right back up into those top spots.
Where's Fingal sitting second last?
Yeah, that would be correct. They would be second last at the moment, even with their win over Raymond Terrace last week. Speaking of Raymond Terrace, they host Belmont South up at Lakeside on Saturday. Last time these two sides met, I think there's only 2 points in it, mate. So Belmont South, they look like they're on the improve of that big win over Cardiff. Look for big Jake Briggs to steer the boys around and chalk another W and really put the pressure on those latter leaders.
So they'll probably end up finishing about fourth, mate, and I think they'll need to continue on, and I reckon they'll get it done, the boys from Belmont.
Yeah, well, they're certainly under pressure from Katara for that fourth spot, so it'll be interesting to see what happens there. And then we have a second playing third, Stockton host Dora Creek on Sunday afternoon, Lynn Oval at 2:00, mate. They're back at home after a couple of away games. Sharks or the Swampies here, mate?
Sharks, mate.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Dora Creek to bounce back. And get the result.
They're not at their luxurious home ground, mate.
Mate, it's looking good. I went past on the train again today. I actually a bit of a shout out. Got a bit of a thank you from the groundsman from Dora Creek. He loved the shout out, and but like I said, one of the best grounds out there. If anyone has any other grounds that they really rate, feel free to shoot a message in and let us know. More than happy to give them a mention. A lot of blokes put a lot of hard work in during the week so that guys can enjoy the fruits of their labour during the week.
Maybe we could have like the Sportscaster Medal, the Man of the Week, and Ground of the Week.
Well, don't have Ground of the Week. We might have a Ground of the Year though.
Alan Davis.
A Ground of the Year.
Nomination.
Yeah, we'll see. See what we can come up with there, mate. Might award that. I don't mind that Ground of the Year. So shoot in your nominations.
We might have Waratah Oval, mate.
We might give out. Well, no, not after last Friday
night. On Waratah Oval.
Yeah, not after last Friday night. Won't be. They shut number 5 on us, bastards. Had to play 20-minute halves. It was terrible. I only just had enough time to warm up. But yeah, so that might be an idea. We might even try and do one a month. Just announce one the last show of each month, the next couple of months. Or we'll probably get July, August, and September, and then we'll announce a winner. So we'll belatedly award June to Neville Thompson Oval out there at Dora Creek, and yeah, shoot in your other ones, guys, and see what we can come up with. It'd be good. And that's all codes, obviously. Don't mind what it is. Let us know. So the other thing this week, B grade, we did obviously the D grade last week. We're getting the B grade this week, mate. Woodbury Warriors, they went down. One of their first losses of the season to the Malibu Panthers, 16-26. North Newcastle 14, West Wallsend 24. University 32, Dudley 4, Wallsend Maryland 32 against the Kersley Crushers 12. So that ladder really looks quite interesting now. Sorry, I'm just trying to bring it back up. I've misplaced that. Give me one moment. So while I'm going through that, we'll have a look at this week's fixtures. So Friday night footy, mate, which I believe will be broadcast by our friends at Bar TV. We'll see University. They'll host Woodbury Warriors, which that'll be an interesting one, mate. University sitting in 6th, but and Woodbury out in 1st above Malabula there. So yeah, you'd expect Woodbury probably to be the favourites heading into that one.
Yeah, they would, mate. Bar TV got a bit of a fetish with uni on a Friday night.
Well, mate, it's just a bit. They just cover the Friday night game.
Yeah, I know they've had a couple.
Well, that's because Uni's one of the few teams that play on a Friday night.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no, that's reasonable, mate. But probably got good lights. But yeah, I'm going to go Woodbury.
Yeah, we'll go the
Massacre,
Warriors,
mate.
the Woodbury Warriors there on the road. Next one up, the Battle of Wallsend, West Wallsend versus Wallsend, Maryland. So 4th versus 3rd, a win here could see West Wallsend jump the Magpies jump the Tigers there. But yeah, certainly an interesting comp. I'm just looking at the ladder. Everyone's had a draw nearly. There's draws galore. But yeah, so do you see West Wallsend getting this done at Les Wakeman Oval at home on Saturday at 2:30, mate?
Wallsend, Maryland by 6, mate.
Wallsend, Maryland by 6, mate. Yeah, I've been impressed with West Wallsend. They've been building a little bit, mate. Old hardhead Jamie Watts out there, and the young buck, the super rep star, who'll tell you all about himself apparently, Daniel Melmoth. He loves to chat about himself, so anyone wants to go out there and listen, mate, his teammates tell me all the time when we're out there, just, mate, yeah, don't let him get in front of the microphone apparently, so... next up, mate, the Battle of Lord and Spoon. Dudley there on 2 points. North Newcastle on 5. The pressure's on Tony Delaney and his boys as they head out to Dudley Oval to take on the Dudley Magpies, mate. Who do you like, either the Blues or the Magpies at Dudley?
Oh,
Come on, mate, let's go. Pick someone.
Newcastle.
North Newcastle?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, I'll go with them as well, mate. I did have it pointed out to me that you take longer than this. One of the boys from 4th grade pointed out you take longer to make a decision about games than his daughter does to decide what to wear, and she's about 7, I think. So, mate, you might want to work on that. You're getting some pastings from the fans.
Just want to make sure I get it right, mate.
And it wasn't Robbo, just so you know.
Yeah,
He was stoked with his Man of the Week nomination. He was strutting about like King of the Walk in the Waratah change rooms the other night. Final match of the round, mate. Kersley host Malabula out at Jeffrey Park at Kersley on Saturday at 3 o'clock. This one could be an interesting one, mate. Kersley have knocked over a couple of good sides, but then lost some games that they probably should have won. Can they get it done against a Panthers side that's flying high after a Woodbury went over Woodbury last week at Woodbury?
No, mate. I think they're going for the minor premiership, the boys from Malabula. So
Panthers, they'll be trying to close that 2-point gap to the Warriors.
Rushy will be tuned into this one over in England, mate. He loves Malabula.
Does he? He's the king of Malabula, James Rusher, isn't he?
Was once, yes.
Yeah, once upon a time. Mate, there's kings of everywhere. So just like, where we are right now, the Owen Craigie Studios, mate. He's a king of Newcastle, that bloke. Great man.
We should have got
him on.
We should have got the coaches central up here after training.
Oh, big bad Barney, yeah, that would have been good. We are in the Charlestown neck of the woods this week, mate. But that's the A and the B grade wrap. We'll have a look at C grade next week and catch up on where it's at, and then back to D grade again.